Well, it's always good to introduce new talent to the local scene, and my next guest is a young lady who's decided to leave Victoria in search of better opportunities here in New South Wales. Joining me is 20-year-old Charli Masotti. Well, Charli, good to join you. I mentioned in the introduction you're from Victoria, but you're originally from New South Wales, born in Broken Hill.
Yeah, I moved to Mildura when I was about 6 years old, so yeah, pretty much New South Wales bred as well.
And that was a case of following the family into harness racing, and because your grandfather Pat and also your mum Kate, the Allard family, well known in harness racing circles.
Yeah, they definitely are. Like, Pop's been doing horses since he's been young, and Mum's done it her whole life, so I just, had to jump on board as well.
Now, I find it strange the fact that your grandfather's always been involved with horses, your mum has always been involved with horses from a little girl. You weren't so keen.
Yeah, I was a tad scared of the horses when I was younger, and then when I hit about 13, I kind of jumped on board and started mini trots, which was good.
And how'd you find that?
Yeah, it was a really good introduction into harness racing, and made a lot of friends along the way.
You spent 3 years with the mini trots, but then you got some wonderful opportunities, commencing with Emma Stewart and Clayton Tonkin. How did that come about?
Yeah, we actually trained a horse for Sam Stewart, which was a little bit of Henry T, and we leased him off of him, and the opportunity come up to work for Emma and Clayton, and I just jumped aboard and it was amazing.
We're going to talk about a little bit of Henry T very shortly because he's a very special horse to you. So working with Emma and Clayton, you got to be involved with some outstanding horses. Well, they've only got outstanding horses, but in particular Mac Dan and one of my favourites, in fact one of everyone's favourites, Ladies in Red.
Yeah, they're just absolutely amazing horses, and being able to work with them horses, it was really special and just such a privilege.
Charli, when you're driving, let's say the run-of-the-mill normal horses, but then you get behind horses such as Ladies in Red, it must be an entirely different feeling.
Yeah, I drove Ladies in Red probably once and I had to hold my breath the whole trip. I was just very, very taken by her.
You decided to get more involved in harness racing, took on more responsibilities when your mum had a bad fall.
Yeah, she broke through her pelvis and was out for 6 months, and that really pushed me to start fast working at home and start helping out at home, and really pushed me to it.
Now you start working with Emma and Clayton, two of the biggest names in harness racing, then you go to another two, equally as big, Andy and Kate Gath. How did that come about?
Yeah, I always knew Andy and kind of asked him if there was a job opportunity available, and there was, and just kind of took it and worked there for about 6 months, and it was really good.
Once again, you had some outstanding horses to drive, in particular Tango Tara, Yambuckian.
Yeah, they're amazing horses again. It was, again, such a privilege to be able to sit behind them, even track work, it's just really special.
Charli, was there much difference in the training routines of Emma and Clayton compared to Andy and Kate, or just totally different?
There was a little bit in similarity, but they both do their things in different ways.
Now, we mentioned a little bit of Henry T. Now, as a 19-year-old, so we're only going back a year, your first win at Mildura on your home track then was a little bit of Henry T, made more special by the fact your mum trained him. Yeah,
it was very special, and I actually said to Mum that night, I said, am I ever going to get a winner? And then he must have heard me, and he was a very good boy that night.
What was your feelings as you crossed the line?
I was just overwhelmed, really. We had family friends there that were cheering me over the line, and it was just really special.
It's nice to get that first win on the board, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Now, and Charli, pacing for Pink, that's certainly very special to you.
Yeah, it's very special. It's such a big fundraiser and so good to raise awareness on.
Ellen Tormay, if I mentioned Ellen to you, she's someone who's very special in your career to date.
Yeah, she's definitely one of my biggest idols. Definitely look up to her a lot, and just the way she drives a lot, yeah.
Now, the move from Victoria to New South Wales, 4 more opportunities. You've had around 200 drives for 4 winners, but you decided to look further afield, more opportunities. And how did you land with Mitch Turnbull?
He just posted an ad for a worker one day, and I thought I might as well just see if the job was available, and luckily enough it was.
Certainly going to be a new experience working for Mitch, because he's an outstanding trainer in his own right, but you get the chance to work with the whole family team of one of the most famous families in harness racing.
Yeah, it's been such a privilege, working alongside Steve and obviously Amanda and Nathan as well. It's just been really special.
You've been here for a Chariots of Fire with some of the horses for Emma and Clayton. How are you feeling in the atmosphere tonight with the Eureka?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing out there. There's just so many people and so much, it's a credit to the club.
So if I was going to ask you for a drive, you got the pick of the field as far as the Eureka is concerned. Who would you like to pick?
I'd probably have to go with Mickey to Success. Just his last run was just amazing, and I know the barrier draw is a little bit hard for him tonight, but just his last run, he's really stepped up.
I think you could have 7 or 8 picks in the Eureka and probably still miss the winner.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an outstanding field. Now, apart from harness racing, you're also a primary education teacher, and you did that particular course and also other courses.
Yeah, I did defer the primary education course just to do the horses, so yeah, but I do love working with kids. It's just really special.
Yeah, you got 3 drives at the Bathurst meeting on Wednesday, commencing in race number 2, Kadar for Josh Turnbull, probably the one that needs a lot of help to get that win this time around.
Yeah, the draw does hurt quite a bit, just with this bit of speed on our inside, obviously, and probably have to go back, take our medicine, but he's been going well enough.
Over to race 4, and for Mitch, you're driving St. Veran, which scored last week.
Yeah, it was a very good drive by Cam Hart last week, and hopefully we can find a spot early and just get home the way he did last week.
Yeah, you got 3 drives for 3 different Turnbulls. You're driving in race 5 for the legend, Stephen. Shazadel looked very unlucky last Wednesday at Bathurst.
Yeah, 100%. She's been racing really well of late, and hopefully she's got the right barrier draw to overcome that.
Well, hopefully one of those 3, in particular Shazadel, I think is very close to a win. Usually another win, your first win here in New South Wales. Good luck, Charlie. I'll certainly be looking forward to your career unfolding here in New South Wales.
Thank you so much.